We are back. Ralph here, Steve there. This is Legal Help Live. You're calling us at 1-800-405-4222. That's a toll-free number. You call in, you ask a legal question, you get a legal answer, and you get a gift certificate for two for dinner, for lunch, at a restaurant of Steve's and my choice.
In Southern California.
Got to be in Southern California. We just got off the phone with Gary, who was calling in from the Bronx. And so Gary's going to have to come to Southern California to cash in on his prize. We've had a couple of interesting calls today about jurisdictions outside of California, but we take calls about legal issues right within California. If somebody has contracted with you to perform services and they don't perform services, they're supposed to build a house for you and they don't do it, call us. We'll give you some legal suggestions. If a tree fell over in your yard from your neighbor's yard, call us. We'll give you some legal suggestions. If you have a traffic ticket, if you thought you should have had a traffic ticket, if you're driving on the freeway right now and you're using a hands-free cell phone and you're being pulled over by a police officer, you really got to call us. Maybe we'll put you up to the front and talk to you right away. If you have a parking ticket, call us. We'll talk about it. If you've been charged with a crime, call us. We'll give you some ideas and some suggestions about what to do. If you've got a neighbor or a friend or a relative who you think should be charged with a crime but hasn't been yet, call us. We've got some ideas.
Or if you're run over by a bus or a truck or a
mail carrier.
Or you build a house and find out that your contractor's not licensed. Do you have to pay him? Those questions come up a lot. But we're live and we're local here trying to answer your problems.
Okay. In the meantime, I have to tell you about this. There is a lawyer in Texas representing a criminal defendant who's her client, and she's writing briefs for the appeal after this guy's conviction. You know where she is while she's writing these briefs?
No, I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you. She's in a mental hospital involuntarily. She was found incompetent herself to stand trial, so she's involuntarily in a mental institution. She was originally charged with shooting at a census worker and found incompetent to stand trial. So, A, she's in a mental institution. B, she's representing a criminal defendant in an appeal. C, she's licensed to practice law, and nobody's taking away her license to practice.
What fair state's that in?
Texas.
Well, you know what they say about Texas, maybe.
They say that you can be a smart lawyer and still be crazy. What you got?
Well, I don't know if it bothers much people out there, but 7 or 8 years ago, we did a bunch of panels and discussions about animal rights and animal law.
Yes, we did.
And I thought things were sort of getting better, but I was just shocked again. And you know, for all of you who have dogs and cats, there are lots of advocate groups trying to, spray and neuter, do things to protect animals against themselves. There are animals roaming streets. And so what happens when you turn in an animal to the LA animal shelter, or almost any animal shelter in Southern California?
I think you're going to tell us that you should expect to see the animal euthanized.
Yeah, it's just shocking. They take in 50,000 dogs and cats.
How many?
50,000 dogs and cats a year. Have a budget of about $20 million, 300 employees. And of that 50,000, how many of those animals do you think are killed by the government?
Most.
20,000 animals are killed a year, dogs and cats. Those cute little faces that you see when somebody turns their animal in, most likely that dog or cat is going to get put to death.
That's horrible.
Now,
and I'll bet people don't know that when they turn in an animal. I bet they don't know that.
And so, this is, if you have a heart, get involved in adopting an animal. Any of these programs, there are lots of groups out there that want to save the animals, but get your dog or cat spaded or neutered, because if it ends up in one of these locations, chances are it's not going to get adopted. Chances are it's going to be killed. I would also suggest that you spend the money to get the electronic implant in, which will at least tell them that they've got your animal in the dog.
Not the owner.
A lot
maybe
of
both.
A lot of people I know have electronic implants. So,
how about if we go back to the phones?
Sure, why not?
Let's do that. Okay, we have Angela calling from Los Angeles.
Angela, my love, can we help you?
Hi, yes. I recently got stopped for a traffic violation, and I guess the police ran my plate, and it showed that I had a warrant out for my arrest for an unpaid traffic ticket.
Yeah.
But I did pay the traffic ticket. And somehow the courts never cleared that in their system. Nonetheless, my car was towed, and I had to physically go down to the court, show proof of payment. But I'm still stuck with paying for getting my car out the police impound. Now, I'm trying to figure out now who's responsible to reimburse me.
When did this happen?
This happened last year.
Let me ask you this question. Did you get arrested on the warrant?
No, they just towed my car.
So it's been more than a year.
Yes.
It's interesting why you didn't get arrested on the warrant. That's another whole
That happens.
situation. If the
I guess
government,
because it was a speeding ticket. I'm not really sure if that's serious.
no, the tickets are all serious because if it goes to warrant, generally when you get stopped for something else, which is why you got stopped, they will run a warrant and they will pick you up on the warrant.
And it's not just the ticket; it's the failure to appear on the ticket. The failures to appear are misdemeanors, and that's an arrestable offense.
So, if you want to attempt to get your money back, you have to file a claim against the county, and generally claims must be
I would
filed.
file against the county and also the jurisdiction that picked you up.
Generally, the claim must be filed within 6 months of the incident. There are some exceptions. You probably should go see a lawyer on that. If you don't file a claim, then you can't. You'll get thrown out right away. If you file a claim, then you can sue in small claims court, and the jurisdiction in small claims court for this kind of a situation is
$10,000.
Is it 10?
Yeah, it's 10.
Up to $10,000. So it's a remedy. You can take your shot at it. File your claim if you haven't blown the time. File a late claim if you've blown the time, and then file your small claim suit.
If you get so far as to actually filing the lawsuit in small claims, when you're preparing to appear in front of the judge, have all the documentation that you can, the warrant, the ticket that you got, the first ticket, proof of payment, impound fees and proof, documentary proof of those fees and that you paid them. Every piece of paper that you can gather together, that's what you should bring to the small claims judge.
But you may be faced with a situation where there's immunity on this kind of a situation, where there may not be any liability at all.
It's possible.
And that's something you have to check out. But that's your remedy. You're lucky you didn't go to jail. You should, get proof of payment most of the time and keep it maybe in your glove box.
That's a good idea.
You don't get that many tickets, hopefully.
That's a good idea.
But
the worst part is when a person is arrested on a traffic violation and a failure to appear. Usually it's late Friday afternoon, and you get to see the judge Monday morning.
But you know what we're going to do to make your life easier? We're going to give you lunch or dinner for two at a restaurant of our choice tomorrow morning after 10 o'clock. Call the 800 number, tell them you want it, give your address, etc., and they'll send it out to you. So if you don't get any money from the county, You at least got dinner for two or lunch for two on us. And have a great one.
Angela, thank you so much for calling Legal Help Live. It's a good call.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good
you.
call. Okay, we
You know,
are.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how she didn't end up in jail. I mean,
Sometimes
she's got to be a pretty girl.
Well,
I don't know what she looks like, but if they stop me with a
sounds
warrant,
nice. She sounds nice. It's possible that the police officer was going off duty and didn't want to engage in the extra paperwork, or maybe she was a nice-looking lady. Okay,
you know,
it gets worse. Here's a woman. This is in Cleveland. I love the internationals, all around the United States and outside the boundaries issues. This is from Cleveland. A woman was caught on camera driving on a sidewalk. The reason she was driving on a sidewalk is because she wanted to go around a school bus that was unloading children. So now we're talking about some seriously dangerous stuff. She was convicted, and the judge ordered her not to pay a fine, but to stand in an intersection for 2 days the following week wearing a sign. And the sign said, "Only an idiot drives on the sidewalk to avoid a school bus." I'm sorry, she was also ordered to pay a fine.
you know,
And her license was suspended for 30 days.
you know that there's a whole bunch of cases on whether or not you can make people wear signs and stuff, or make them wear dunce caps in California.
Right.
And to me that's interesting. I'm not going to get into whether it's legal or not legal on it, but this happens once in a while, and maybe it's legal in that state. It may not be legal in this state.
I don't think that would fly in California. I think there would be a hefty fine. I don't think that would fly in California.
I am an idiot, Saltzman. That's.
Where's your sign, Solomon?
I would put it right.
It's not true if you don't have a sign.
Yeah. But it does make a point. So we were talking about animals.
We were.
And now the Supreme Court of the United States is going to decide whether the drug dogs that are used for searches, the automobiles, etc., violate whether constitutional rights without getting a search warrant. In other words, they have the animal look around the car, bark, bark, bark. Him and the operator, or her and the operator, open the trunk, and ba-boom, they find the drugs. Is that valid or not? Or is it the operator making the decision?
So this is going to be argued?
That's going to be argued.
Okay, before it's argued, we're going to take a break. You're going to be calling us when we come back from our break, 1-800-405-4222. Everybody who calls and gets on, asks a legal question, gets a legal answer, and gets a gift certificate for lunch or dinner at Choice, Solomon and me. And we'll see you in just a moment.
Stay tuned for more Legal Help Live.